Hi, it's Renee, and today is Saturday, April 28th. This is not really an update video, but I do want to discuss also what videos I'm going to have come. I'm going to do a Pop Julia review. Don't buy Pop Julia. I'm going to do the Lancato giveaway I won. I'm going to do an open the box show thanks to Hasta Si La Mias. Sorry, I don't speak Spanish. But from Kristen that I had won quite a few months ago. And I finally ordered and I finally got my shipment, and I've had that box actually closed up on my table for a few weeks now. But I'm going to do that. A box opening, I guess we want to call it. And then I have some other news regarding stuff. But that's not this video. This video is about vitamins. So I had initially already made this video, but the video was like 25 freaking minutes long. So I'm just going to tell you what I used, what my values were in my most recent blood labs, and we're going to try to get this less than 10 minutes. So as a dual switch patient, the primary vitamins that I malabsorb like instantly are A, D, E, and K. So those would have been labs that would not have necessarily been drawn previously when I only had this leaf. But the pathology report that we had done this time, sorry, I hate my bangs, was more inclusive of things, so we can try to make sure I'm doing well. So regarding vitamin A, and we'll just discuss vitamin A, last blood draw 2 times ago was September 30th, and the most recent was March 24th. In September, it was 0.64, and it dropped down to 0.49. The multivitamin I was taking previously supposedly was a bariatric multi with A, D, E, and K. Yeah, I'm not going to give them any accolades because my vitamin levels obviously aren't that great. Because the low to high average of normal is 0.3 to 1.2. So I'm 0.49. So that is vitamin A. So vitamin A, I am taking an A25 from Biotech. I ordered this online. So it's 25,000 IUs. I'm only taking one because in, like 3 months from now, I'm going to be getting my labs done again. And we'll see how that 1A is affecting that range. So that's vitamin A. And then I'm just going to add, we can take the mature out of it. I was in it, I really need it phase when I bought it, but I do take a multi. 1 tablet is the suggested dose. But I do take 2 a day. Zinc. My zinc levels. Okay, so for zinc, back in September it was 61. In March it was 51. The low average of zinc is 60, and it goes up to 120. So I need more zinc. So I'm taking 2 50 milligram zincs, which is 100 milligrams. And again, with retesting of labs, we'll see where that gets me. Vitamin E. So vitamin E, I also take dry. So this is only 400 IUs. I take only 1 capsule of these a day. For my vitamin E levels, it's so difficult to read this. It comes in 2 different ways, the vitamin E serum. An alpha tocopherol and a gamma tocopherol. So the alpha has a range of 5.5 to 16. My levels in September were 8.2 and they dropped to 6.7. So for the gamma, the normal range is 0 to 6. I was 0.3 in September and I'm less than 0.2 in March. So I just want to increase that. So I'm just taking 1 right now and we'll see where that 1 gets me, and we will adjust per labs in like 3 months, I think, is my next draw. There's the iron. So for the iron, I'm confused. It looked like I was good. I thought I was good. However, my PCPs also diagnosed me with anemia. So between the iron binding capacity and the comprehensive blood panel with the red blood cells and the white blood cells and the blue, I don't know. But I am taking my iron more religiously now. I still might be taking the wrong iron. I'm a little confused on the whole iron situation, except I know that you can't take iron with calcium and you need at least 2 hours to separate the two so your body will absorb it, and that iron is best absorbed when you take vitamin C. So that is what I do know. So we're just going to stick with this iron for these labs and we will see how it goes. So I take two of the irons. One of their doses is only 1 tablet, so I am taking 2 tablets. And 2 tablets would be equivalent of 772% of a daily value. So again, I'm just going to see what my labs and adjust as necessary. That's the best I can do. So vitamin B6 is really important for me. I know you can actually go toxic on too much B6. I did not get that done in September, but I did in March, and my range was 32.6. And the normal range is from 20 to 125. So I'm still normal, which is great. I'm bringing up B6 though because I'm taking a B complex. I'm taking like non-emergency. The Physies B. I can't remember what that's called. Because I'm taking more B. There was a period in my time where I was so utterly exhausted. That B is also one of them that can be associated with tiredness. I was really tired. So I'm also taking Super B complex, which is B6, B12, a whole bunch of others. Folic acid, which is a B2, I think. Doesn't say in here. There's just a lot involved with vitamins. So I'm just taking 1 of these, Super B complex. And if you're interested, I was never diagnosed with diabetes. I was never even pre-diabetic as far as I know. But I was a 4.8 for my A1C. I have noted that we're not going to be testing for that in the future. Because believe me, any less test I need that needs more blood, believe me, I'm good on that. I think I counted 11 vials at my last draw, which was more than the one I had in September, because that's just how it worked. So B12. I take a sublingual B12. Prior to having duodenal split surgery, when I only had the sleeve, I was taking these daily, and the sublingual, and my number had gotten around 1200. At that time, I had an endocrinologist, and he's like, stop taking it. You don't need it. And I probably didn't, but I wasn't taking B at all. So basically, I take these like every 4 days. I just take 1 sublingual along with my B complex, and again, I will do the next lab and adjust as needed. But again, I was just so tired. I'm going to try pretty much anything right now to see where we can get into this. So vitamin D, oh my gosh. vitamin D tanked utterly, horrifically. So prior to surgery, prior to DS, my vitamin D was already low because, hey, we're in the Northwest over here, and that's what happens. I had my vitamin D. Sorry. That close. I totally thought I had it. I don't. Whatever, it was on the very low normal range. Okay, so what happened to my vitamin D since adrenal switch surgery? So in September, it was 32.9. That's low, but it's still normal. Barely. The normal range is 30 to 100. These labs, 17.8. Which would explain so much as to why I was so exhausted. So, I'm making sure every day, not when I remember, I'm taking, it's a dry vitamin D3, 50,000 IUs. I was taking it before, but I wasn't as, I don't know, determined to take them. But I also take now, because I did add this to my routine, vitamin D3 sublingual. You can read that. It's from Superior Source, and this is a 10,000 IUs, but again, it's a sublingual, so it goes under the tongue, which means it absorbs into the bloodstream. So I'm hoping my new regimen increases my numbers. And I think we're almost done. And, okay, vitamin K. So vitamin K is silly how it comes out. So the result says vitamin K. Previously, I was 0.28 in September, and I was less than 0.1. The average range is 0.22 to 4.88. So I am well below normal. There is a K1 and a K2, but the test values don't show that. Right now, I'm just taking a K2, 100 mcgs. Sublingual, so I'm hoping, again, because it goes into the bloodstream, is more preferable, and my body will absorb it, and that number will pop back up. So we will find out. I'm also taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C, but that's on top of, you know, the multivitamins, vitamin C, and the vitamin C in here, and so I'm taking a lot of vitamin C. And I take my vitamin C at the same time as I take my iron, because that's the best way for them to absorb each other's buddies. I think that covers it. My vitamin levels aren't the greatest in some values, and those are the ones I'm working on, and we will gauge at my next blood draw. So, there you go. I take roughly 4 to 5 pills at a time after I eat. I have to do it after I eat because I have actually had my stomach wrench on an empty stomach. Or you can take it with milk as long as there's enough iron. And usually the milk is heavy enough that your stomach might not want to like upchuck the vitamins, as my suggestion. Hope this helps. Have a great day. And I will work on those other videos ASAP. Take care. Bye-bye.